Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. This is Saturday Night Showdown. Welcome fans, Derek Smith, JD Casanova, Joseph Scoldra Knight. Thank you for the compliment on the intro. And welcome all to Saturday Night Showdown. Thank you for joining us tonight, whether you are on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Saturday Night Showdown. As Grim Loco rises from the smoke of the stage. Derek Smith, thank you for liking the stream. Grim Loco, former XFW United States and Internet champion, making his way down the ring. Bit of XFW trivia for you. Grim Loco never lost the United States Championship, was injured, and had to relinquish the title. Once he came back, he did fight Tiger Ramirez for it. Tiger Ramirez flying on top. Right now, Tiger Ramirez still holding 2 titles here in XFW. Loco has gone on record saying he wants to battle his way back up and get that opportunity to fight for the U.S. title once again. Tiger Ramirez has a number of XFW wrestlers beating down his door to get an opportunity for that champion. And tonight, Loco will be looking to get a win, to climb the ladder, to get an opportunity to challenge. But our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will feature 3 men in a triple threat cage match. And the winner will, in fact, challenge Tiger Ramirez for not one, but both of his titles. And his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Dashing Danny Diamond. Triple D making his way out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that crop top. But then again, fashion sense is different when it comes to Dashing Danny Diamond. JD Casanova saying, oh snap. Earl Sweeney, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome, Earl. And again, thank everyone for joining us here tonight. As I said, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, or Twitch, thank you for joining us. Oh, Grim Loco now with inverted atomic drop. Now the left hand. Dodging underneath is Triple D. And now again with the slaps. Lashing out onto Grim Loco. Oh, over the top rope. And Dashing Danny Diamond gonna waste his time here, dancing for the audience instead of taking care of business. That's going to be a big mistake when it comes to Grim Loco. Loco now back to his feet, pacing back and forth, collecting his thoughts, shaking off the cobwebs by Dashing Danny. Loco now back inside. Here we go. Back to a collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip now by Grim Loco into the ropes, charging in. Elbow shot by Triple D. Scoops him through. Dashing Danny now, little grounded pound, lefts and rights, open palm strikes to the head of Grim Loco, and right back into it. Loco turns it around, and now forearm strikes on the Triple D. Wrenching back on the long legs of Dashing Danny Diamond, trying to take away that loose, that drop kick. Dashing Danny is one of the prettiest drop kicks in professional wrestling. Seville on YouTube says he's shredding for the ladies. Dodge there by Dashing Danny. but Grim Loco catches right on. Loco far more of a technical wrestler. Dashing Yeti more of a showman. And sometimes I think he's does a lot of moves just to impress himself. Oh, nice head scissors. Now by Triple D. Shot to the midsection on Loco, trying to keep that pressure on. Loco with a counter. Both men back to their feet. Whoa. Oh! Dashing Danny countered Grim Loco. The replay in your bottom left-hand side. Grim Loco went for a wheelbarrow, and Dashing Danny able to dodge out of the way and drop the knee right there. Loco now the Michinoku driver. Loco now going to the outside. Dashing Danny dodging out of the way. Loco going for a hit scissors. Ooh! Jumping knee strike by Grim Loco. And a kick out. Both these men have been internet champions here in XFW. Dashing Danny looking for an opportunity to get back to title gold. Grim Loco standing in his way tonight. Barely a 2 count. Trash can in the ring brought in by Grim Loco. Ooh! Hell of a back elbow. Grim Loco passed right down. He might be out. That was a vicious strike. Wow, I stand corrected. Not even a 1 count. Both men back. Ooh, Grim Loco. Beautiful! Faking out. Dashing Danny there. Thought he was going low, but turned it in. Uh-oh. Leapfrog leg drop cover coming up. Dashing Danny is down and out. Dashing Danny is down and out. 2. But manages to get the shoulder up. Gets out of the way. Pushes him back to the ropes. Dashing Danny now with a knee strike. I don't know how Dashing Danny was able to get himself out of that leapfrog leg drop. Now Dashing Danny with that trash can. Grim Loco back outside trying to shave off the cobwebs. Comes back in. Dashing Danny drops it into his face. Danny blasted him, and there's that drop kick. And now Dashing Danny thinking he's all Kung Fu style. Dashing Danny now. Front face lock. Countered by Grim Loco. Loco now with a strike across the face. Dashing Danny with a back elbow. And again the knee strike. The back and forth battle of these two is already epic. Here tonight in Saturday Showdown. That's only our opening contest. Ooh. Dashing Danny now up on the... Oh! Impressive move there by Dashing Danny Diamond. I have not seen that from him before. And now stomping on Grim Loco's head. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the bottom left-hand corner. Dashing Danny jumps up and a savate kick. And takes out Loco. And we've got a hell of a battle here. Loco with a counter. Loco goes after the legs. Arch up into the ropes. Grim Loco now. Tilt-a-whirl into a backbreaker. Beautifully executed by Grim Loco. Loco out with the trash can. Oh! Loco dodges again. Repeated strikes now by Dashing Danny Diamond. Diamond now hooks him up. Dashing. Oh! High angle DDT. Disco DDT by Dashing Danny Diamond. Can Grim Loco? No! Dashing Danny. Dashing Danny pulls off the win. Here earlier on, the leapfrog leg drop by Grim Loco usually puts the exclamation point on it, but somehow Dashing Danny just beat the 3 count and lands the disco DDT and gets the 3 on Grim Loco. And Triple D with the win. Seville on YouTube says big upset is absolutely right. I would have given that match to Grim Loco 9 times out of 10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. Thank you for joining us here tonight. My name, as always, is Shane Black, and we are here tonight to bring you a number of high-quality digital pro wrestling matches here on XFW. As always, check out our friends on High Ground Pro Wrestling. XFW does work with High Ground Professional Wrestling. We sponsor each other back and forth. A phenomenal wrestling promotion. I still don't know why they continue to bring in the maniacal glee, but they do. And for some reason, the fans seem to like it. It is what it is. But regardless, folks, thank you for joining us here tonight on XFW. And again, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Whatever platform you choose to watch us on, thank you. Or if you're one of the rare folks that watches directly on Bloodsword6.com, where you can absolutely find XFW merchandise, thank you guys for joining us. Wherever you're watching, thank you for the shares, thank you for the likes, like JD Casanova did right there. And of course, you can always support XFW by donating to our Streamlabs account or on our YouTube or on our Twitch, however you choose to. Thank you guys for continuing to support us here at XFW so we continue to bring you digital wrestling action right now, hitting down the ringside. And we already got someone chanting Bruce on YouTube. I don't get it, but it is what it is. There are Bruce the Minotaur t-shirts on Bloodsword6.com. We're going to head down to ringside for our next match. Blake the Body Harris taking on the monster that is Holton Barnes next on Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Blake the Body Harris. An absolute monster of a man. Former world bodybuilding champion, turned professional wrestler. Harris, a former two-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion. Looking to get himself back in the title hunt here in XFW. He's been knocking down everyone that has stood in his way in the last few months. In an impressive fashion. Still says dude is in peak condition is an understatement. And his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the monster, Holton Barnes. Holton Barnes is an absolute beast in the ring.
Weighing in at 338 pounds,
Holton Barnes, the Scottish brute. These two have gone back and forth on a couple of occasions. Both have wins over one another. And both are hungry for an opportunity at title gold. Around this time last summer, Holton Barnes had a knockdown, drag-out blood feud with the Destroyer. As both men were looking to get themselves back in the title hunt, which now the Destroyer has a title once again around his waist. Here we go. Barnes coming out of the gate and blasting away with a spear early on. 2, almost a 3 count. Holton Barnes with a spear off the start, and now a senton. Holton Barnes has used that spear to finish people time and time again. Blake the Body Harris didn't even see it coming, and now Barnes blasting him. A brutal impact off the start. Harris is in trouble. Harris is in trouble. Harris trying to get back to his feet. Holton Barnes with a chair across the skull. This match might be over. This match might be over. Somehow Harris, enough left in the tank to get his shoulder. Oh! Maria better get the hell out of the way. Harris has spent about 3 seconds of this match on his feet. Holton Barnes has tacks. Holton Barnes has tacks. And here comes Harris with a clothesline. Holton Barnes has brought tacks into this match. It's only our second match of the night. Harris fighting, or Holton Barnes spinning it around. Fight now back by Harris. Harris fighting him back. Both men now over the... Oh! Barnes face first into the tacks that he put into the ring. And now a knee strike. Unbelievable early on matchup. And now Harris tosses him. Harris just tossed a 300-plus pound man like he was nothing. Harris now trying to pick him up. Oh! Fall away slam. And now Harris has turned this matchup apart, but he's still moving slow after all the damage that he took. And now he's got the chair in his hands, and he dodges out of the way. But the second time, and then falls back on the tacks again. Holton Barnes now in a world of trouble. Harris hoisting him up. Oh! The power slam. And now Harris wasting time. I think the only thing protecting Holton Barnes at this point is his in-ring gear over his torso. Oh! Harris went for his own clothesline and got countered, and Holton Barnes shut him right down. Cameron Sarrio says these guys are trying to kill each other. The match already started. This match had no warm-up. These guys are going right into it. Harris now has him up, looking for what he used to call the flex driver, brings him down. And now Harris fired up here. And Harris again showing Holton Barnes the muscle that got him where he is today. Those tacks still in the center of the ring. Harris putting the big man up on the apron, or the turnbuckle, I'm sorry. And Harris is not going to try this. Harris is. Harris looking for a superplex. Those tacks right behind these guys. Oh my God. A counter by Barnes. And plants him face first. Harris now up on, hoisted up. Dropped across the top rope. Harris gets the shoulder up. Two monster men going at it tonight. A clubbing shot now by Barnes. But Blake the Body Harris fighting back. Counters again, kick in the midsection. Drag into the corner. Holton Barnes out with an Irish whip. Drops down. Holton Barnes damn near takes his head off with that clothesline. Barnes has got his feet on the ropes. Barnes has his feet on the ropes, but able to power out is still. And that counter on a chin breaker. Unbelievable back and forth between these two mammoths. Belly to belly on the tacks. Belly to belly suplex on the tacks. Holton Barnes is laid out. Harris now going to the outside. Harris has a sledgehammer. Harris has a sledgehammer. Oh! Oh my God! And somehow Barnes gets up and riddles him with another shot. This man is unbelievable. I have seen Holton Barnes get full angry before and take an unimaginable amount of damage. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. Both men now start to slap each other, trying to wear each other down. Barnes with a counter, shot right to the head, and another one. And here comes Blake the Body Harris firing back. Both of these guys have to be absolutely exhausted at this point. Harris levels him in a clothesline. Harris now standing over Barnes. Kick to the midsection. Oh, going for the powerbomb, and Barnes counters. And Barnes now taunting. Oh! My God, he took his head off. And now he's gonna drag him through the tacks. And a cover. 1, 2, and somehow Blake the Body Harris again gets the shoulder up. How he's got anything left, I don't know. Suplex into the tacks. Both men feeling the anguish there. Harris trying to pull him out of his shoulder. And Barnes has another set of tacks. But Harris right there to confront him. Punching, kicks, and a shot across the back of the head. Harris now with that bag. And he's going to dump more into the ring. James Shaw, thank you for liking the stream. Kick to the midsection. Harris looking for the powerbomb again. This time he's got him up. And brings him down. Harris with a high angle powerbomb. And Barnes gets the shoulder up. Are you kidding me? This capacity crowd now chanting. Harris now with a gorilla press slam. And he turns him down. Harris now going back to the outside. Harris now busting out a table. Both men back inside. Right hand, hook from Holton Barnes. Fires him in the turnbuckle. Oh, Barnes with a big miss. And a big boot now by Harris. Barnes to the outside. Harris turning his attention back to the table. Oh! Barnes in trouble, or Harris in trouble. Sidewalk slam, and again to those unforgiving tacks. Barnes off the ropes. Nobody home. Nobody home. Harris picking him up, gets him on the shoulder, slams him again. Holton Barnes trying to pick the tacks out of his shoulder. Harris now with the table. This match has gotten epic very, very quickly. Both these men fighting now in front of the table and tacks all around them. Harris now looking for the powerbomb a second time, this time with the table and the tacks. Down goes Barnes. And Harris with the win. Unbelievable, brutal match early on in the evening. Both those men absolutely riddled with tacks through their back, through their face. And Harris here with the powerbomb on the tacks. And Holton Barnes was able to still somehow get the shoulder up. 2, and boom. But Harris a second time through the table puts the exclamation point on this matchup.
Here is your winner, Blake the Body Harris.
Wow. You can see the tack sticking out of his shoulder. Not what I expected early on tonight here in XFW, folks. Wow, what a brutal back and forth contest that was between two absolute brutes of men. Unbelievable. Holton Barnes, who continues to show that he can just absorb ridiculous amounts of damage time and time again. Just like it doesn't faze him. Able to recover quickly from massive moves, from unimaginable damage that would put other wrestlers down for a week. And Holton Barnes can somehow get his shoulder up and still make a comeback. Folks, it's unnatural. But Blake the Body Harris, who has an outstanding will to push on and not stay down. And I know Blake the Body Harris and Barnes, for that matter, both like to take shortcuts at times. Harris has been on the fan side and the non-fan side back and forth over the years. Holton Barnes, he's pretty much just a brutal monster with no remorse for anyone. But wow, what a matchup. It's going to be hard to follow that one, folks. But up next, two former XFW Women's Champions collide as in a ranking match for the Women's Division World Championship. Alex Webb, Tammy Rose, next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Alex Webb, former three-time women's champion, XFW's prominent gamer girl. Now making her way out. First of two women's matches here tonight. And here comes her opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tammy Rose, the bombshell from the United Kingdom. Derek Smith said he needs Alex Webb cosplay. Alex Webb has cosplayed a number of characters on different XFW programming. Very fond of her Christmas outfit. Not to mention her Black Widow. There's the bell. Oh, Tammy Rose coming out and Webb dodging out of the way. Webb saw that one coming. She knows Tammy Rose well. These two have battled back and forth time and time again and have exchanged a title between each other. Irish whip now by Alex Webb. Drop down. Webb now looking. Wild swing. Rose fires back with her own. Goes for a drop kick. Webb dodges. Rose and Webb know each other very well inside and out. They know each other's moves. They both have to get each other off their game before they can hit a signature or a finisher in this matchup. Right hand now. Webb on the outside, going to hoist Rose up and dump her on her back. Spine first on the apron. The Rose dodges. And Rose this time hits the drop kick. Rose desperation and walking away. She looks like she's walking a little stiff. Here comes Webb. Webb takes her out the knee. There is no love lost between these two women. Shot to the back now by Alex Webb. Followed up with Taya. Webb trying to push her back to the apron. Kick to the midsection by Rose. Counter by Webb. Shots to the midsection. Trying to break the front face lock. She breaks it. Wild swing. Knife edge chop. And another one. And a brutal shot to the top of the head by Webb. Webb sweeps out the legs. Standing moonsault by Tammy Rose. I don't think she's going to find much appreciation from this audience. Alex Webb, a fan favorite here in XFW. Shot in the turnbuckle. Roundhouse kick now. Wrenching on the arm. Yanking on the shoulder of Alex Webb. Ooh! And a clothesline. Drives her down. We've got a cover. Leg is hooked. Webb's shoulders down to the mat. But a kick out. Both ladies now back to their feet. Scoop slam by Tammy Rose. And now Rose going to the outside. She's going all the way up. Rose now looking to fly high. Rose comes off with the leg drop. Right into a cover. 2. And a kick out again. Rose looks a little upset by that. And she's yelling at the referee. She needs to pay attention to Tammy Rose. Or to Alex Webb. Knife edge chop. She was turning the ropes. Oh, Rose with a counter. Drives the elbow into the arm. And a kick to the face brutally. Right to the bridge of the nose. Wind up. Counter. Back and forth they go. Snap suplex. And Tammy Rose again. Wasting too much time here. Into a cover. Again, the shoulder comes up. Cameron on YouTube saying the referee should be a wrestler. Rhea is pretty tough. Ooh, drives the knee. Home does Tammy Rose. And Rose is taking over on this matchup. Kick in the midsection. Rose now looking for the pump handle slam. Oh! Turns it into a Michinoku driver from the shoulder. 2. And a kick out by Webb. And again, Rose getting in the face of the referee. She needs to pay attention to Alex. Drop kick down to the back. Horrible time. Kick in the midsection now by Alex Webb. Webb now taking back over. Webb. Ooh! Half and half suplex. Puts her on her back of her skull. Rose trying to use the ropes to get herself back up. Here comes Webb. Tammy trying to counter an insecurity to the back of the skull. And she's not done. Oh my God. That was amazing. Sliding under German suplex. Watch this. Rose tried to counter, and Webb blasted through, and boom, drives her down. And now Alex Webb with a table. Here comes Rose, catches her into a bulldog. And now Rose with the table. Ooh! Sets it up in the corner. Tammy Rose now into the ropes. Nice hip toss. Webb rolls out of the ring. Tammy Rose, full head of steam, charging in and lands her with a clothesline. Timing by Rose. Blast her into it. Oh! Roundhouse kick. I've not seen that before from Tammy Rose. No, Webb face first into that table. Rose, look at her. She's got her up, and oh! Rose putting Webb through the table. Tammy Rose, Alex Webb is not moving. She's trying to get back to her feet. Kick to the midsection. Fires back down as Tammy Rose. She's going to hoist her up into the brainbuster. Float over. And Alex Webb defies Tammy Rose and survives the brainbuster. And dumps her snake eyes. Snapmare. Alex Webb now back in control. Wrenching back. What is this? Oh! Blasting on the knee. Webb now wrenching on the arm. And snaps the shoulder down to the canvas. Alex Webb now. Right hand. Where's she going? Webb going all the way up. Seville says she's got heart. I don't know what this is. Hooking her on the top. Doesn't have it all the way. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alex Webb with a pedigree from the top rope. And takes out Tammy Rose. There's Rose earlier with a hell of a leg drop. What a back and forth battle between two former women's champions. Here, I thought this might have done it, but Webb somehow, even though cradled up like that, managed to get the move out after being put through a table. And right here, Tammy Rose hits her signature, the big move she likes to win championships with, that brainbuster, a perfect float over. But Webb countered and hits a pedigree from the top rope.
Here is your winner, Alex.
And Webb gets the win. Wow. An unbelievable match between two outstanding athletic women in the ring. And wow, what a turnaround. What a matchup. An unbelievable feat by Alex Webb. A pedigree from the top rope, something I've not seen her do before. And an outstanding maneuver. That, ladies and gentlemen, was in fact very, very impressive. I don't even have words for that. An outstanding 5-star match between two phenomenal female wrestlers here in XFW. We're going to keep the ball rolling right now and head down to ringside as newcomer Bobby Franks goes up against someone who is far more out of his league than I care to say, Brody Daniels. Now, we saw Brody Daniels last night on XFW Danger Zone lose to Tiger Ramirez. Brody Daniels has gone on record saying Tiger Ramirez cheated by somehow causing the other members of the House of Spades to miss their flight, which is just garbage. But Brody Daniels got on record saying he's angry. And I think he's booked himself a rookie in the match just to abuse him. We're going to find out. Let's head to ringside. Find out what Bobby Franks brings to the table next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Bobby Franks. Franks, a newcomer from Memphis, Tennessee wrestling. Got into wrestling to follow the career of Jerry the King Lawler. And now Franks here in XFW looking for his first matchup. I don't think this kid realizes what he's got himself into. But we'll find out momentarily as he goes up against Brody Daniels. Derek Smith says he's got a haircut from Memphis. I didn't know Memphis, Tennessee had their own haircuts. Actually, I can't think he looks like Adam Sandberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Just bigger. We'll see what he brings to the table as we wait his opponent. Former XFW Internet and multi-time United States champion and the leader of the House of Spades. Brody Daniels and his flunkies are out here with him tonight. Brody Daniels, who said he wants to set his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship now, is making his way out to ringside. The Ace of Spades, as he calls himself, the King and Jack of Spades with him, Reed Lane and Luke Everett. Seville OG says the house always wins. Unfortunately, sometimes that is very true when it comes to Brody Daniels and the House of Spades. Because more often than not, they cheat for anything. Oh, Brody Daniels going to walk out to the young man now. I would not trust this man whatsoever. I would not trust him. Collar and elbow tie it. Brody Daniels now struggling with the newcomer. Shoves him down to the canvas. Brody Daniels with a wild lariat takes down Bobby Franks and already taunting. Oh, but here comes Franks with a shot across the jaw. And a shot now from Daniels. Quick jab. Daniels blocks. Lands 2 shots. Knife edge shot now by Bobby. He's fighting back here. Brody Daniels looked a little surprised by that. Like this youngster would stand up to him. Franks telling him to land a shot. He counters and hits him back. And another one. Brody Daniels with a big boot. And Daniels again taunting. This crowd booing. Snap there by Brody Daniels. Ooh, big boot to the face. Daniels again lining him up. Very uneven match in my books. Brody Daniels far more skilled and in-ring experience. And a tough match for the newcomer. Oh! Vicious right hand by Brody Daniels. New referee Lisa watching on. Brody Daniels sends him against the ropes. Brody Daniels now running shot here. And a big one sends him over the ropes. Right to his flunkies. Right between Luke Everett and Reed Lane. Surprisingly, they have not touched young Bobby Franks yet. I spoke too soon. There it is. Throws him right inside the ring. Brody Daniels lines him up with an elbow drop. And it was only a matter of time before those 2 idiots got involved. And now look at this. On the apron. Counter now by Bobby. Bobby trying to make a comeback, but again Brody Daniels shuts him down. And a neck breaker now from Daniels. And Daniels again. Just showing the disrespect for the newcomer Bobby Franks. Kick to the midsection. Brody Daniels going to hoist him up. Oh, patella brainbuster. Patella brainbuster. Brody Daniels calling his shot here. Kicks him in the knees. Daniels now off the ropes. Ace of spades in the back of the skull. That's all she wrote. Bobby Franks, thanks for trying. Brody Daniels with the win. Brody Daniels making short work of the newcomer Bobby Franks. Here's the patella brainbuster. The quick impact of the Daniels right here. Sizing the youngster up. Drops him down to his knees and then to the back of the head. Boom! His version of the Shining Wizard. And Brody Daniels gets the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Brody Daniels.
And now the Ace of Spades to celebrate inside the ring. It doesn't surprise me that Brody Daniels somehow picks himself a easy match and then still has his thugs give him a hand, throwing him in so Brody Daniels could line up an elbow shot. It just doesn't surprise me, ladies and gentlemen. The levels that the House of Spades will go to get a win is deplorable. Absolutely deplorable here in XFW, but that's the way Brody Daniels is. And the fact that he said, gone on record saying he's going to look to get himself an opportunity to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Quite frankly, I would love to see Brody Daniels go up against the Destroyer. I would pay money to sit here behind the commentary booth and still call that match. Brody Daniels would get obliterated. Now, I'm sure he'd have his goofballs at ringside, but even then, I think the Destroyer can manhandle all 3 members of the House of Spades. We're talking about qualifying matches for the World Heavyweight Championship division. Up next, two XFW fan favorites going at it as both former champions, Collins and Hiro Katsuyori, go at it next. This one, folks, could be one for the ages. Two technically sound wrestlers going at it. Mark Collins, Hiro Katsuyori next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Mark Collins. Derek Smith asked if we can upload more wrestlers. Absolutely we can. We'll get some more folks uploaded tonight. Mark Collins, the first ever Grand Slam champion in XFW and the first man to ever hold two titles at the same time. Bill Wren, thank you for liking the stream. Collins, an outstanding in-ring performer. And here comes Hiro Katsuyori. Hiro Katsuyori held on to the XFW World Heavyweight Championship for a very short amount of time and beaten down by the Cosa Nostra. Hiro looking to get himself back into the title hunt. One of the most fightingest United States champions we have ever had. Collins, who's been on both sides of the fence with our audience. Legendary battle with Showtime Shane Black over the United States Championship years ago. Collar and elbow tie. Katsuyori into an armbar. Katsuyori known for his suplexes and clotheslines. Collins with his shotgun drop kicks. Katsuyori now showing his in-ring ability. Collins charging in. Katsuyori with a counter. Collins now shoving him back towards the corner. This capacity crowd divided right now. Collins with a clean break. Dodges the shot. Catches back on. Both these men now jockeying for position. Katsuyori shoves him down to the canvas. Katsuyori coming in. Clothesline takes him over the top rope. And down he goes. Katsuyori all fired up here. You can let the Miriam make the count. Allow Collins to get back in. To be fair. Collins with a chair. Collins getting a little angry early on. Katsuyori not going to have it. And blast him with a clothesline. As legal as a headlock, but Katsuyori likes to keep things fair and square. Doesn't want to use the weapons. Katsuyori dropping the chair off outside. Coming back in. Collins grabbing on. Collins out with a waist lock. Collins going to hoist him up. Drop him down on the knee. Collins now stomping away. Katsuyori trying to avoid her. Katsuyori now in trouble here as Collins locks out a chin lock. And Katsuyori instantly gets his foot on the ropes. Collins now taunting him. Curio catches him with a shot in the midsection. And a right hand. Collins trying to shake it off. Fires back, slaps him right across the face. Knife edge chop countered by Katsuyori. And another slap. And these two now going at it, blasting each other across the face repeatedly. And another one. Katsuyori now with a wind-up. European uppercut. Katsuyori off the ropes. Oh, goes for the senton. Collins dodges out of the way. Collins leaning against the rope, though. Looks a little worn. Katsuyori dumps him across the midsection on the top rope. And the cover now by Katsuyori. But a kick out. Katsuyori now in control of this match. Wind-up elbow. Delivers to Collins. Katsuyori now. Starting to dominate the matchup. Knife edge chop. Lands its spot. Katsuyori says it's done. He's looking to finish this matchup. Oh, but Collins with a kick. Collins turns the matchup around. Collins now spins him over. Collins going to set him up on the top rope, try to set something up here. Collins with a shot to the back. And another one. Collins now going all the way to the top. Katsuyori in trouble here. Avalanche sidewalk slam by the former Grand Slam champion. And now Collins with a blatant choke. Seeing old signs here of the old Collins. Starting to take some cheap shots. Katsuyori now with a counter. Blast across the midsection. Katsuyori with a wind-up. Looking for the hurricane. Lariat gets countered. Collins rolls him up. Schoolboy too close to the ropes. Both men now roll to the outside. Stop sign in hand. Oh, but a clothesline by Katsuyori shuts him down. Katsuyori blasts him into the ring post. This matchup getting a little bit more personal now. Again, I've seen small images of the former Mark Collins coming out, taking some cheap shots there earlier in his career. Maybe a little frustration that he hasn't been able to get himself into a title hunt lately. Just slapping head there by Collins. Collins now looking for the shotgun drop kick and hits it into the corner. And down goes Katsuyori. We've got a cover here. Collins now with the cover. What a kick out by Katsuyori. Collins now going to the middle rope. Drives the hammer right to the jaw. Collins now stalking over, possibly looking for the ripcord cutter. Katsuyori with a counter. Drives him down. Katsuyori gets countered. Both these guys down back and forth. Irish whip by Collins. Misses the drop kick. Katsuyori with the right hand. Katsuyori looking for the cradle suplex. And he hits it. He's got him down. Katsuyori with the pin here. Katsuyori gets the win. What a fantastic technical matchup between two outstanding wrestlers. Collins, though, taking a few shortcuts. It didn't pan out that well. As Katsuyori able to counter. Here's the shotgun dropkick. Boom! Blasting the back of Katsuyori's head into that turnbuckle. But he dodges the dropkick. Lands a right hand and right here. Hoist him up. Boom! Done. Cradles him right up for the 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Here is your winner,
Hiro Katsuyori with the win. An impressive win tonight by Hiro Katsuyori. Not that there was anything shameful about the matchup with Mark Collins, but folks, what a way to turn things up. Again, two awesomely technical wrestlers going at it tonight. Hiro coming up on the rise there with the cradle suplex. Collins, though, like I said, I saw shades of Collins' earlier career with the chokehold and some other moves that, quite frankly, folks, I don't like to see out of Collins. I've been a fan of his for a long time. I hate to see him turn down the path of cheating again. But again, frustration has mounted for Mark Collins for some time. Looking himself back in the title hunt and has not been able to get there. We're going to turn our attention now to women's division again as the XFW Women's Champion, Tessa Van Hayes, goes up against Miss Kitty Lane. Next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Let's head down to ringside. And here comes the women's champion out first. Tessa Van Hayes. Tessa Van Hayes making her way out. This young lady capturing the XFW Women's Championship in a fatal four-way. And a lot of folks thought she was the underdog. Didn't think she had it in her. And now she's defended that title successfully for the past 5.5 months. And here comes Miss Kitty Lane. Kitty Lane, the former exotic dancer and business owner now out in Las Vegas, Nevada. She holds her own nightclub. Meanwhile, she is here performing in an XFW ring. And she is definitely a sight to see as she makes her way down to the ring. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Tessa Van Hayes, Kitty Lane. Kitty with more in-ring experience than Tessa, although Tessa spent a long time on the independent scene. Clean break. Elbow shot now by Tessa. Holding on, and a headbutt. Not often one person wins with a headbutt. Followed up with type again. Tessa now hoisting her up. Spins her around. Nice counter by Kitty Lane. And now Lane pushing her back towards the ropes. Ooh, Lane with a right hand. Knife edge chop now. And now stretching out the knee. Tessa limping a little bit there. Kitty Lane keeping the pressure high. Blaster in the turnbuckle. Side headlock into a running bulldog. Driving Tessa's head down to the canvas. Tessa, desperation time with a chin break. And a drop kick, single leg style. Takes down Kitty Lane. Overhand slap. Ooh! And a crack across the face. And here we go. I don't want to call it a calf fight, but it's definitely a slap fight between these two young ladies. And neither one of them wants to give. Back and forth, slap. Good Lord. Lane right back at her. Tessa, ooh, the wind up. Shoots her into the ropes. Drop toe hold now by Tessa. And drops the leg across the back of the head. We've got a cover. Barely a 2 count. Van Hayes looked a little surprised by that. Maybe she thought she was going to get more. Irish whip in the ropes. Oh, counter by Kitty. Kitty with the drop down. Lane looked like she was going for something, but Tessa drove over her, and now a clothesline. Tessa Van Hayes has come into her own here in XFW. She's definitely shown improvement since her early days. And now, oh! Beautiful German suplex, dumping Kitty Lane in the back of her skull, and another one. Hoisting her up. Nice backbreaker by the women's champion. And Tessa saying she's got this under control. This capacity crowd is taken to light. Tessa Van Hayes, on a counter by Kitty. Kitty now. Lane now getting herself some room for running. Here she comes. Monkey flip, something you don't see anymore these days. And a quick cover by Kitty Lane. But a kick out. Oh, both ladies now face to face. Wild swing. Counter now by Tessa. Counter now by Kitty Lane. The back and forth is amazing as they jockey for position. Oh! Kitty Lane getting a little more aggressive, putting the knees right to the throat of Van Hayes. Calling him a tie-up. Again, shoving her back to the corner. Katie Lane now getting far more aggressive. Hoisting her up. Scoop slams her down. Lane now going to the middle rope. Oh! Drops the hammer right across the jaw. We've got a cover here on the Women's Champion. But a kick out. Katie Lane now in control, dominating this matchup. Slaps her down. Katie Lane now, what is this? Oh my God! That was awesome. Katie Lane now looking for a cover here. Almost. Driving Van Hayes' head down to the canvas repeatedly. Van Hayes now with a counter. And a forearm smash. Van Hayes with a shot to the back. Tessa now. What is this? Tessa. Oh! With a backbreaker. And a cover. And a kick out again. Van Hayes now. Off the ropes. Oh! Wicked clothesline by Van Hayes. Elbow shot to the face. Katie Lane again with a turnaround. Up and over the top goes the champion. Van Hayes fires back. Van Hayes flies through the ring, but nobody home. Katie Lane able to counter it. Drives her down into the knee. Katie Lane now on the ground and pound. Delivering shots right to the face. Oh, another slap across the face. Katie Lane now in control. Van Hayes in the corner. Katie Lane blowing a kiss her way. Could signal this is the end of it. Oh, but a shot comes up. Up and over. Into a DDT. Back and forth. This goes another clothesline. What a matchup between these two young ladies. Oh, and now Tessa Van Hayes going to steal it. And give Katie Lane back a little bit of her own surprise here. And now Tessa going up to the middle rope. And drops a leg. Tessa going back up a second time. Tessa now. Oh! Goes to that twisting moonsault. And comes up with nothing. Katie Lane gets the knees up. And cuts her off. Katie Lane now enziguri. Beautifully executed. Lane now again mounting the middle rope. Oh, and Tessa gets the knees up. And a single leg drop kick again. Van Hayes again going to that top rope. Possibly looking for it a second time. She is. This time it connects. We've got a cover. And somehow Katie Lane gets the shoulder up. The crowd now chanting women's wrestling. Katie Lane shot to the midsection. Oh, flying kitty! Flying kitty! Flying kitty! And Tessa Van Hayes is defeated. Tessa Van Hayes has not lost a match in some time, and Katie Lane gets the win. Oh, hell. Oh, my God. Tessa just got obliterated, and now in comes Tia Adams with a chokeslam. Oh, my God. Tessa Hayes just suffered her first loss in a long time, and then out of nowhere, in comes Tia Adams to decimate her. What a bad night for Tessa Van Hayes, ladies and gentlemen. Tessa Van Hayes, a few weeks ago, defeated Tia Adams in the ring. Obviously, Tia has not let that go, but now Katie Lane defeated the champion, may line her up for a #1 contendership for an opportunity challenge for the women's title. What a turnaround, folks. An amazing night so far, and our main event is right around the corner. A triple threat in a steel cage match. The first man to exit or get a pinfall or submission victory will challenge Tiger Ramirez, not for one, but but for both titles around his waist. Folks, this will be outstanding. Raiden Yamashita, Yori Cho, and Ultimo Shade. 3 outstanding martial artists and high flyers in the ring, ready to go. Folks, this one could be one for the ages. Let's head down to ringside. Your main event starts right now. Here comes Raiden Yamashita down to ringside.
237 pounds, Raiden Yamashita.
Former XFW Internet Champion 3 times over. And here comes Ultimo Shade. Shade coming out uncharacteristically ready for action. If they have to fix his entrance. Ultimo Shade, one of the most devastating strikers in XFW history. And here comes Yori Cho. Yori Cho, who was a former Internet Champion already, lost his title to Tiger Ramirez in a dominant champion versus champion match. Looking to get an opportunity to challenge Tiger Ramirez, the very man that brought him to XFW. Yori Cho from AAA Japan came to XFW on an exhibition match invited by Tiger Ramirez. Tiger Ramirez was victorious that night. They had a knockdown, drag-out, amazing match. Then Yori Cho defeated Tiger a few weeks later, and here we go, and we are off already. Raiden Yamashita, the friend of Tiger Ramirez. The two train together constantly. They travel together. Knee strike now by Yori Cho. And another one now. Look at a quick cover by Yori Cho. Raiden Yamashita there to make sure it doesn't happen. All three of these men, very high energetic. Ultimo Shade now. Going to work. Yori Cho now reverse chin lock. Drops down. And this is the problem with triple threats, folks. Just when you think you're in control, you think you've got everything going, the third opponent comes from out of nowhere and shuts down your day. Just like that, Yori Cho did it to Ultimo Shade. But Shade catches the leg on Cho. Corkscrew Dragon Whip. Moonsault. Oh, blast down on Cho. And then Ultimo Shade and Raiden Yamashita doubling up on Yori Cho. But that's short-lived. Oh, Cho with a running super kick. The alliance short-lived. No one has held dominance in this matchup yet. Insecurity now by Cho. Ultimo Shade stomping away. Shade now going high. Moonsault. Yori Cho there to break it up. No one tried to escape the cage. All three men so far have a try pin attempt. Murphy on the outside, making a 3 count. Yori Cho now in control. Raiden Yamashita was placed across that rope. Oh! And again, here comes Raiden. Raiden now off the ropes. Baseball slide. Raiden, beautiful. Insaguri and Yori Cho right there to capitalize with an elbow strike. Both men down, Yori Cho standing tall. Cho now rights and lefts onto the striker. Side rush and leg sweep. Raiden Yamashita right there like a vulture. Beautiful dragonplex. Dumps him on the back of his head. And now Raiden going high. Yori Cho dodging out of the way. The high energy of this matchup is insane. A double stomp now by Ultimo Shade. Double drop kick to the back of the head. Senton now. Stomping away now is Raiden Yamashita. Goes for a standing somersault and misses. Cho gets the shoulder up. Yori Cho now sling blade. Wrap around the waist now by Ultimo Shade. Cho now with a shot to the head. Cho has him up. Cho with the tombstone. But Raiden Yamashita right there to break up the party. Hurricane Rana. Raiden Yamashita now with a cover here. But a kick out. Up on the shoulders. Yamashita driver coming. Elbow shots out by Yori Cho. Cho now a front face lock. Boot to the face. Ultimo Shade coming in. Drives the knees in the Meteora. Oh, Ultimo Shade now going to the top. Trying to climb out of the cage. Raiden Yamashita going to blast his knee. Go for the strikes. Yamashita now. Holy hell. With a power bomb. And Yamashita there with a knife edge chop. And another one. And now Yamashita on the ground. Yori Cho now trying to get to the top of the cage. Ultimo Shade is down. He's back to his feet. Oh, he's on his feet. Yori Cho is on his feet. Oh, and he comes off and misses. Elbow shot now by Ultimo Shade. Shade going up. Beautiful. Moonsault. Yori Cho. Again, a kick to the face. Cho again, making a beeline for the top rope. And now Yori Cho again trying to escape the cage. Trying to get an opportunity to face Tiger Ramirez. Raiden Yamashita now trying everything he can. And again, Yori Cho going to the top. All three men now battling on the top of the cage. Cho trying to get out. Both guys hanging onto his feet. Cho now trying to get over. But they're pulling him back in. All three men now battling near the top of the cage. Yamashita with a shot to the back. Yamashita blasts him into the cage, and he crashes down. All three men now back in the middle of the ring. Yamashita now dragging Ultimo Shade. Off the ropes. Oh, but Shade fires back at Cho. Dodging out of the way of Raiden Yamashita. Ultimo Shade trying to get out. Shuts down. Roundhouse kick. And another one. Yamashita now. Side rush and leg sweep. We got a cover now on Cho. But a kick out again. Beautiful leg lariat by Raiden Yamashita. And again a cover. Oh! Cho diving in, missing everything. Up on the shoulder. Cho gets dumped across the top rope. Oh! Shade to black! Shade to black! But he covered Cho! And a kick out. Raiden Yamashita is out. Raiden Yamashita is out. Ultimo Shade picks him back up. Pushes him up into a brainbuster. Knee strike to the back by Yori Cho. Shots by both Raiden and Yori. Side headlock now. wrenching on the head of Ultimo Shade. And an knee strike again. And once again, Yuri Cho trying to make his way to the top of the cage. Raiden Yamashita and Ultimo Shade are down. What? Cho is coming back. I think he realizes that those two guys are there. And comes off the double axe handle. And a drop toe hold. Knee strikes now. Across the face. And a wind up. And a big boot. Yuri Cho again. Making his way to the top. Ultimo Shade. Raiden Yamashita there to cut him off. Crashing down to Yuri Cho. Yamashita has him up on the shoulder. Yuri Cho giving the counter. Knife edge chop. What a main event. All three of these guys. Oh, German suplex by Ultimo Shade. Shade now with a knee strike. Oh. Getting in the face of Yuri Cho, kicked in the midsection. Hoisting him up. Yuri over the shoulder. Takes him out the knee. Wheelbarrow. DDT. Unbelievable. Not one of these men has been able to keep control of this matchup. Meteora. Double axe handle the back of the head. Misses the sling blade. Kicked in the midsection. Pushing one for the brainbuster again. Yuri Cho with a counter. Cho with a shot to the midsection. And a knee strike. And then Yuri down. Raiden Yamashita turns attention back. Beautiful pinwheel kick. And a cover on Cho. 2. And a kick out again by Yuri Cho. Referee making it hard to see the shoulders from the outside. Goes for the Shade to Black. Up, catches him. Into a bulldog. He's got him up for the Yamashita driver, but a counter by Yuri Cho again. Cho with another counter. Elbow shot. Hoisting him up, looking for the tombstone. And he hits him. But Ultimo Shade right there to drive the knee into the face. Cho trying to get back to his feet. Shade going to the top. Shade right there to break up the pinfall. Drop toe hold down by Shade. Or to Shade. And again, Yuri Cho trying to make his way to the top. Up and over he goes. Trying to get away. Both men now chasing after Yuri. Yuri Cho trying to get over. Trying to get off the top. Again pulled back inside. Unbelievable back and forth. Cho dodges out of the way. Ultimo Shade gonna bring him down the hard way. Powerbomb. Double team maneuver by Yuri Cho or Raiden. And now Ultimo Shade starting to climb the cage. Trying to get his way up. Yuri Cho going after, trying to stop Ultimo Shade. Both men falling off the top rope. Ultimo Shade's going to wind up with a shot here. Ultimo Shade is over the cage. Ultimo Shade is over the cage. Ultimo Shade is going to pull this off. Ultimo Shade is the winner. Ultimo Shade. Raiden Yamashita and Yuri Cho battling back and forth, allowing Ultimo Shade to sneak up over the top with the win. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW. What a monumental show we had tonight. Brutal matches, epic conclusions, and now a #1 contender for Tiger Ramirez to fight for 2 belts will be Ultimo Shade. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time for more XFW action. Thank you for the likes and shares. We'll see you next week here on XFW.